Premier League Aston Villa vs Brentford prediction, team news, lineups preview. Having surpassed their hosts in the Premier League table, Brentford will aim to pull further clear of ailing Aston Villa when the teams meet on Wednesday evening. While the Bees brushed Leicester City aside at the weekend, Villa slipped into the bottom half after seeing their long winless streak extended by Chelsea. Match preview. Aston Villa's worrying run without a win ticked up to 8 matches on Sunday afternoon, as a tepid performance in defeat at Stamford Bridge saw Unai Emery's faltering team drop 3 places to 12th spot in the English top flight, barely laying a glove on informed Chelsea. The Villains were ultimately beaten 3-0, with Cole Palmer capping off the hosts' victory with a sublime strike that left substitute goalkeeper Robin Olsen helpless. Emery is enduring the worst run of his tenure at Villa Park, having failed to taste success since a 2-0 Champions League win over Bologna in October, and his side have collected just a single point from 4 Premier League contests between then and now. Also outside the top 8 of the Champions League standings, following last week's goalless home draw with Juventus, Villa will hope to start turning things around before their campaign completely unravels. Despite such a downturn, the Birmingham club have still lost just one of their last 11 top-flight home games, while each of their last 3 have finished level. Unbeaten in 4 league meetings with Brentford, having failed to win any of their previous 8, Villa therefore have some reason to believe a revival could be sparked in midweek. Of course, Brentford will have very different plans for Wednesday's clash, in which they will aim to extend their undefeated streak to 4 games and secure a 5th win in 7 across all competitions. Kevin Shades scored his first senior hat-trick as the Bees beat Leicester City 4-1 at the weekend, recording a club record 4th successive Premier League home victory. Some 49 goals have now been scored during their first 13 matches, 26 for and 23 against, and the London club can certainly claim to be the top flight's great entertainers. Remarkably, Thomas Frank's men have taken more points from home fixtures than any other team this season, 19, though no side has won fewer on the road, just 1, level with rock-bottom Southampton. Furthermore, Brentford have never won a league game at Villa Park in 9 previous attempts, only visiting Stoke City and Halifax Town more often without ever coming out on top. Team news. After Aston Villa's talismanic goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez was forced off at half-time of Sunday's defeat with a hand injury, the hosts may turn to his experienced deputy Robin Olsen on Wednesday evening, when Unai Emery could be tempted to make further changes. Colombian super sub Ihan Duran is pushing for a start at the expense of top scorer Ollie Watkins, who was signed from Brentford in 2020 due to the latter's declining output. However, Watkins became the first Villa player to reach 50 goal involvements in Premier League home games during the recent 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace and has clearly earned Emery's trust. Though doubt remains about the possible involvement of Martinez, both Jacob Ramsey hamstring and Amadou Onana ankle are still sidelined. Meanwhile, Brentford's Kevin Shade can expect to keep his place. After becoming the 4th German player to score a Premier League hat-trick last time out, 3 goals against Leicester were more than he had managed across 41 previous appearances. Fellow forward Igor Thiago is nearing a return to full fitness and should be named on the bench, but Christopher Aguerd and Gustavo Nunes are unavailable, in addition to Josh Da Silva, Rico Henry and Aaron Hickey. As Matthias Jensen was forced off with a hamstring issue on Saturday, his midfield replacement Vitaly Janelt could be promoted to the starting 11. Aston Villa possible starting lineup: Olsen, Cash, Konsa, Torres, Maatsen, Barkley, Tielemans, Bailey, Rogers, McGinn, Watkins. Brentford possible starting lineup: Flecken, Van den Berg, Collins, Pinnock, Lewis Potter. Janelt, Norgard, Mbumo, Damsgaard, Shade, Wissa. We say, Aston Villa 1-1 Brentford. There has been just one clean sheet in 6 Premier League meetings between Aston Villa and Brentford to date. While Villa are shipping plenty of goals this season and the Bees have scored freely. Both sides should find the net then, but they may have to settle for a share of the spoils, which would keep the visitors above their hosts in the table. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.